One now, but Recent Gaming starting the journey, starting the climb back. As well, we saw Sync do against them on Thursday, and Reason's done before themselves, as we're mentioning in the group stages, against, I think it was Solaire Club. At the time, they were down 2-0. They came back to win it 3-2. So they've been on both sides of the spectrum here when it comes to making a comeback down 2-0. And again, right now trying to do it again here. But Short-Can joining me once again. Oh man, we see the can.
There we go.
All right. So a couple of interesting things here, though. You see Druids. Once again, Warby's not banned, but this time Druids passes it up. It's almost like the opposite here. They go Ophelia, and then Reason's like, okay, well, we'll take Warby's. So that's interesting to see. Now, again, I expect it's going to be a Suicide Warby's this time, though. Zane does play it very well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Quincy has some stats on Suicide Warbeast in comparison to Woods Warbeast. I mean, What You Got did, of course, played a lot Woods and has quite high win percentage, but I'm not sure if that's for, all the other players who've played it Woods. I mean, now we've seen Druids playing it, and it didn't go so well for them because I gotta say, great plays coming out from Tankafit, of course.
Yeah.
And now we have Rhapsody again. So that does still seem like one of those strong supports that people just pick up. I mean, last game we saw with the Protective Melody constantly saving people like who would have died otherwise were just saved. Just immediately. It was ridiculous. But, okay, there we go. Okay. All right.
It's happened a lot more Suicide, though, I think it's probably safe to say.
Yeah, that's
as far
true.
as the amount of games.
Yeah. And now Ophelia's back in Ice and Gogo's hands. So we're going to see if that makes a difference. I don't think they're going to be picking up Vindicator this game.
No.
Safe to say.
Again, on paper, it kind of made sense for the defensive purposes, or more so the idea with the final chapter. Again, his passive, you were even talking about it. I mean, it's just a lot of spammable. It stopped the Pebbles combo. I mean, things like that. So, as we do see Pebbles there. But I think another fault, though, and I don't know, it's hard to say. Maybe there was just too much to try to stop with the final chapter. And he kept on using it going into the fights, which, again, it makes sense. Prevented Salomon from ulting right away. It locked down Dr. Repulsor, but he wasn't saving it for something like the Rhapsody, who proved to save several fights there, as you're even pointing out. So, in that aspect, maybe he should have thought about that, and I don't know if that would have changed anything ultimately, because, if he did save it for that, then what would happen earlier in the fight, but yeah, it's maybe it just was too much to stop for it, so decided it was best to.
And I actually want to ask you, who do you think is going to win now? At the start of the series, I asked you, and you said Reason, but now it's 2-1 up for Druids, and I think they're looking to close this one out with the Kayn pick.
Yeah,
or at least that's what comes to mind. So, who do you think is going to win the series now?
It's on me, huh?
Yeah.
Why not? I can't change it. I mean, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm still the Reason. So.
All right.
It's
yeah.
It's possible here.
Reason also had that comeback versus Team Who, by the way, where they were 2-0 down, and then.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
They managed to turn around.
I'm glad you reminded me of those great memories there.
Yeah, great memories for me, for sure.
So they've done it twice. Jeez, that's right. They did it twice in the group stages. And they're looking
I mean,
here.
it's pretty ridiculous how they've been behind so often. Like, do they just need time to figure out what team they're playing against and then, alter their plays accordingly? Because, I mean, they're picking up the Pebbles again, and last game it worked out fantastically. But is it going to be the same way when Kayn can actually lock you down and just say, no, you're not going anywhere?
What? Voodoo Jester, all right.
I'm not, like, if they were playing against, it is 50% win, to be fair.
Yeah.
But if they were playing against an Ophelia, I'd understand. But, man, both these teams are just coming up with funky heroes.
Last game finished that
the
way.
Blacksmith.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not going to happen.
Oogie, all right.
So they're going in for the late game, I think.
Yeah.
It does make sense, though, because they have the Kayn for the physical lockdown, and then Oogie just comes in with, what's Warby's going to do versus an Oogie? Oogie's just going to keep on healing up, and Warby's is going to have to run.
Mm-hmm.
unless he can expertly dodge every single Tarquake, which I don't think is going to happen.
Well, you're talking about Voodoo Jester being good against Ophelia. Honestly, against Warbeast too, I think he has some capability. Like with the Hellhounds, usually being nearby Warbeast as well, so you get those acid cocktail bounces like constantly back and forth, and it could be some nice chain stun there as well as stunning the creeps. So
for sure, but at the same time, though, in a team fight, it feels like it's just gonna bounce to the wolves, and the wolves do deal quite a lot of damage, but you'd rather be locking down the Dark Lady, Rhapsody, or Master of Arms, or just any of the heroes, pretty much.
Dark Lady, final pick, jeez.
All right. We have. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't like it, but then again, they might change my mind. It is great with Ultimate, of course, to make everything just dark for the Legion team.
Yeah.
But it's also very good against Oogie, because Oogie silenced means Oogie nothing.
Yeah.
But then again, couldn't they have also picked up... Mage Maiden would have been just as bad. Well, not... No, I'd say Dark Lady is better than Mage Maiden in this game. It's just, Mage Maiden has the ability to almost one-shot an Oogie.
We've seen that backfire, though, to be fair.
True.
Classic. Yeah, that would have been interesting. Mage been one of the hero that we have not seen in a long time. Definitely. But Dark Lady, it is an Imba hero. He's obviously known for playing this especially, too. So I will say, seeing him and Warbeast on the same team, that's a lot of physical presence come the late game especially. So that's
as well as the Acid from Asara, if he's going to be looking to use that. And then there's Own to Me with auto attacks. Mm-hmm. So there really is a lot of physical presence.
Yeah, so it's a mix of armor is going to be good in general on the Legion side, but also you want to maybe try to look to end this game sooner than later kind of deal. But and the defensive might from Kayn, well, it could actually have potential to be pretty powerful too.
If they actually use it.
That's true, yeah. I feel like, man, we don't see it enough. But, honestly, I'm looking at this lineup here on the Legion side, and crits are good, but I think you could argue in fights, defensive might would be better. Because
I'm going to agree with you for sure there. Like, 100% sure. Oogie doesn't auto-attack. Yeah. Midas auto-attacks like twice for added damage. And then there's Voodoo Jester, who would ideally be just standing there channeling the ultimate, which can't crit. And then there's Ophelia with creeps, so she's going to be doing some auto-attacks, but more often than not running around trying to control her creeps and then astrolabing and a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, the armor is going to be way better this game than the crit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wonder if Zane's going to, or more so Krake, the one playing it, is going to agree on that or not.
Oh, is this going to be a clash?
They're sticking in the lane, too. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man, this could be huge.
Yeah, they're going to
for
flank
either
them.
Team.
They're going to try. Rhapsody's realizing I'm in trouble. Yep, there's
the Turquake, but
look
5
at that.
Stun.
Not often. Man. Pebble stuns 5 people. Oh, they get the Hellhound. No, they don't even get the Hellhound. It died before. So.
Oh, man. That was, good try.
Yeah, might as well.
And Reason, again, making a point of it to block all of the camps. And they do this so well. Like, they narrowly escaped. Well, at least the Rhapsody narrowly escaped. But it could have gone very wrong as well.
Absolutely. You look at this, too.
They're manning up.
Yep.
I didn't expect this.
Nope. Huh. Yeah, so Zane's going to be up top on Warbeast. They're going to man up bottom. However, Druids, it seems like that they picked up on it. They sent Midas down here. And Kayn's middle, so Oogie's going to be top. Yeah, so they do address it, but now you figure Reason can adjust. What is he doing?
Just making sure to block the camp with the Hellhound.
Did he? Oh, yeah. God, that's brutal. So he has no camps? No, he has the Wolf Commander.
But I mean, he's going to.
He went the lead. Okay, he went the Hellhound.
Which is completely understandable. But then Zane, also, making sure to block that one with a Rev Ward on the right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the hard camp to the right. Yep. Taking that out. Middle lane, by the way. Kayn's in trouble. Dark Lady, not the greatest assistance. Does have the Taint Soul, though. Will slow him down slightly. Rhapsody cutting off with the staccato stuns. Is it going to be enough? Kayn, you ain't going nowhere. Maybe you are. Nope. There's a charge shot. And Krake will fall. So, great start for Reason. And Sarah
Yep.
gets the bloodlust.
I mean, if they keep down the, yeah, man, I always forget the name. Kane. Kane. That's, I don't know. It's kind of a strange name, but
Not a hard name to remember, but
not a hard name to remember. But I constantly think of Rally when I see it because it's like physical presence.
Okay.
Like, yeah, but
leader kind of
don't. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Ophelia's in trouble. She is going to fall, hoping to get killed by neutrals, I'm sure, but that was going to happen. And now Voodoo Jester, no, Rhapsody's the one that's going to fall. Ogi cuts her off, gets the kill. Voodoo Jester insisting on staying around, not sure about that. And he's going to end up dying. The Hellhound blocks from Zane. Superb. Look at that as well. Ogi's having trouble getting around it. I think he is going to get away in the end. But Zane doing a hell of... Maybe not. Is he actually still in trouble? I mean, is Zane still going? Oh, now Zane's in trouble, actually.
Never mind.
Ophelia's Minotaur. But no, he will be good in the end. Jeez, what a crazy exchange up there.
What a play by Zane.
Yeah.
It's not often you see that level of blocking in a game. I mean, usually you see a couple of blocks, but that was just consistently.
Yeah. So...
It is. They are leaving the Pebbles down here, though, to fend for himself, and he's 180 GPM. 200 now with that last hit. But he's really suffering because of it. Midas is one of the better 1v1 heroes, of course.
Oh, middle lane. Voodoo Jester? No, going to be fine.
Is he? Yeah.
A lot of pressure, though. But this is what I was going to say, though, about the lane setups. I mean, so for the Legion team, even though they called it with the Midas, they put Midas down there initially, which was good, but expected reason to kind of rotate right off the bat. I mean, there's no reason to obviously leave 3 down there at that point. And not only do they get the Bloodlust kill, but then they go up top, have the battle up there. And now Oogie's, playing an aggressive lane. Now, to be fair, actually, the supports have left. They've now come back to the bottom lane.
Oh,
So
but here's Rhapsody.
move. Oh, with the illusions as well. That actually hurts her right there because of the acid cocktail, and she goes down. So maybe that's what Voodoo Jester was banking on.
Yeah, illusion runes every
Yeah.
every 2 minutes.
Against those illusion runes.
Every 4 minutes, actually.
Oh, it worked out.
Yep. And in the top lane, you have Oogie versus Warbeast, and Oogie should definitely take this one. But now Rhapsody is coming over, so that might change.
Yeah, that's going to apply some pressure right here. I mean, Oogie's going to be fine, but again, Probusk not usually in a spot of, well, I mean, he's still actually farming pretty well. I was going to say farming out well, but 330 gold per minute. I mean, the kill helps, but hell, 16 creep kills actually not too bad as well.
And he's highest GPM in the game, so that really works out for him. And Krake is doing such a good job in this mid lane getting last hits, even though he got killed early on. Like, sure, it's the Dark Lady that he's up against, but Dark Lady is... I mean, he's not the worst last hitter. He has Taint Soul as well, like a bunch of skills to just constantly throw Kane off of, off of his comfort, like maybe last hitting. I don't know. It's interesting that he's able to get 330 GPM now with that death.
You know what good thing about I was going to say about Master of Arms is that there's the Kane actually face off on a Dark Lady, staccato stuns. But again, Dark Lady's still locked down. Waylay comes out and down she goes. That's just such the power of the face off. Even if you crowd control Kane, the other person that he's locking down is still crowd controlled in the end.
He still isn't leveling up his E though. Come on. Like
yeah, you brought that up.
It's so good. It's so strong. Like, it even makes you crit harder if you do crit. So, why not?
Yeah. No,
why not?
One more point in W, it's like 20% more, 10% more chance.
10% more
to critically strike. It's really minimal.
And
considering what else.
And he's going Striders. He's realizing that he's just going to have to roam, and his ultimate is already up. Is he going to go to top lane?
It's already up? Holy crap. Yeah, it's 50 seconds. Jeez.
He's failed running to top. This is exactly what he needed to do. If they get this kill now on the Pebbles, he's going to be completely destroyed, and no one is there to help him.
Yeah. Oh, no, Pebbles is dead. Pebbles has no clue. He's still hanging around, and yeah, there we go. Face-Off is going to come in. Nice stalagmites, but again, that actually helps Kane, because the duration didn't start until they actually connected. God.
My God.
That's brutal.
And the range of it is just so long right now. And in this time, Voodoo Jester is just sticking around mid, getting XP, and that's all she needs.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever that, like...
whatever the skin is.
Monster.
God,
and then... There, Kane, Hastrun
the
on the
waylay
Rhapsody.
on a Rhapsody. Staccatos.
Is it going to be enough though?
I don't know,
Oh,
actually. If
out.
she had passive, if he had the E, maybe. But doesn't have it.
Here comes the sun though.
Nice casting cocktail, but yeah, it's going to be too much of a risk to dive there.
He's already dropping quite low. Is he going to switch his W now to heal up? Because he should.
No Kane players know about that.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh, Cracky does.
Wow. Okay. I think we should commend him.
Yes, we should. I almost feel like all chatting right now.
Yeah,
I'll leave it
almost.
till after the game, though. Well played, Kane. Taking advantage of the skills. Another failed rot. Yeah. I mean, Striders. So you like this, though, the idea of getting Striders on Kane and failed rotting now a second time?
I mean, we've seen from the other games where he's just roamed around and gotten kills. And look, he's running mid lane.
He is 2-0 with him. That's right. In the
Here comes
Complexity. There goes Dark City against Staccato stuns, but it's like you might as well Staccato stun somebody else, honestly, as Dark Lady is gonna fall. Yeah,
And here comes Oogie. They're going to go for another
They're
one.
gonna chase. They're gonna dive right
And the
here.
courier.
The courier's in
It
trouble
doesn't have-
too.
It doesn't have shield, of
Vision.
course.
No. Oh, Voodoo Chester goes down actually, so at least some kind of counter, but another dive, and yeah, the Kane power is too powerful here early on. God, the lead's ridiculous. 2,500 goal lead, 4,300 experience lead right now.
And his ultimate is up in 17 seconds.
Yeah,
God.
this is going to be the hero of DreamHack, man. They really,
Yeah.
like, we're already seeing it. And I think this is just another example of why this hero's, you might want to think about picking him up.
Or banning him.
Or just banning him at the beginning, yeah.
I mean, if you don't know how to play him, just ban him. Because honestly, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, the first times we've seen him played wasn't too well, I must admit.
Happened to be you.
But that, like,
That's any
when
new
people
hero,
innovate, yeah, exactly. So people innovate immediately, and now we see this roaming build, and
Yeah.
that's perfect with an Ophelia. Ophelia just moves over every single time the ultimate's up, and that's a kill. Same thing for the Voodoo Jester. I mean, he is maxing Mojo. We don't have a discuss.
Master
Bye,
of
Moa.
Arms, you are so
Don't ulti him.
I was
Why
gonna
would
say,
you
yeah.
ulti?
There's literally no point for that there.
And now he has a cooldown.
Yeah.
Worthless hero. Worthless hero.
Yeah. What is he doing? Why is he even here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit antsy, but it is going to be off cooldown in 35 seconds, though. So maybe wait up. But yeah,
And arguably they could still get a kill mid now with the Voodoo set of stun and then Midas combo. But is it gonna happen? That is the question.
Playing it very safe off to the side, knowing that the pressure's coming. I'm gonna have to constantly deal with this.
Also, the Striders on Kane, because post-haste got changed so that it was cheaper, it makes so much more sense now. Because you can get it at some point in the mid game to never have to buy TPs again, and that's a pretty big deal. Is Rhapsody gonna go for it? Nope.
You know, I was going to say earlier about Master of Arms being a decent pick against a Kane, because the idea of, again, the defensive Master's Call, you just put it on whoever's being locked down. At least will help a little bit, and no matter where you are, but he's level 3 still, so that's not even able to kick in just yet. It won't at this rate for another 5-6
Pebbles.
minutes or so. if
I know,
not
Kane
longer.
just stop moving.
Look at Pebbles. I mean, the fact that he's all the way back in his tower right here, knowing that he's susceptible, is going to form middle. Yeah, this is just going to continue to be a difficult farming game. And, you know, that's where I was kind of looking at the lineup and thinking it was a little greedy. I mean, Warbeast, Dark Lady, Pebbles, all heroes, more so Dark Lady and Warbeast especially, really want to keep grinding throughout most of the game. Pebbles, you know, ideally just wants the portal key, then good with that, but he's not even close to getting that yet either
Yeah.
at this point.
So, the Kane pick is really doing so much work right now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, they are.
4K gold ahead now. Reason always does a great job at stacking Ancients though, and it is going to get Pebbles closer to his PK, but he's not really able to farm them efficiently. He's going to have to go back after this, and that really does hurt his farm.
Yeah.
And Rhapsody just got that last hit. On the big dragon.
Oops. Well, she needs her,
Their stuff. Investments.
That nether ward. Yeah, so wanted to get that porta key on Pebbles. The hashtag vestments is important. Yeah, the hero we haven't really talked a lot as far as progression though is so focused on Kane, but Oogie is obviously doing very well here. 380 gold per minute, even going up there after the tower kill. Not yet apparently at the top lane. There we go. So it surpasses even 400 gold per minute. Icon is already well in the works. Not going the Gnome's Wisdom first. We usually see that, honestly, on Oogies, but passing that up for now. Look at Kayn, though. Flanks Dark Lady, and he does have the Steel Resolve now, and you see the assisted damage, and, well, of course, the Voodoo Jester doing his thing, who, by the way, also went Mojo.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier.
Did you? Okay, that's...
Yeah.
So why then? What was the logic for it? I wasn't listening.
Wondering.
Did say.
I was wondering what the logic behind it was, because the Cursed Ground really makes. Oh, look at bottom lane.
What the hell?
Oh.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Zibby's dead.
That top tower is in the meantime gonna fall,
Yeah.
but I guess the idea behind Mojo is that because they're roaming this much, they're able to push towers with the Mojo as well. Like they're healing up creeps, not only the Ophelia creeps, but also the lane creeps. And then there's the idea that it's a lot more reliable, has a shorter cooldown than Cursed Ground, and I mean, in the end, if you look at the damage that it does, 40 per second, and it lasts 8 seconds, so that's 320 damage. That's not bad at all when you're a level 7 Voodoo.
Yeah. But at the same time, how many times are you going to use that aggressively? You're probably going to use it more for the heal aspect than the actual
Well, with a
damage.
Kayn,
That's true, yeah.
you're locking someone down for like 5 seconds already, so that's already, a huge chunk of the damage. Really good ward, though, by Macera, to be honest.
Yeah,
It didn't help Dark Lady just now, because he didn't pay attention to it, but, look, Dark Lady's backing off now, and they have eyes on everything. But, man, this must have been so demotivating for them. To not only... They got first blood on Krake, but he still manages to do so much work.
Yeah. Having this such aggressive ward here this early on is ridiculous for Druids. And now they'll push middle. Again, reason they have no interest in fighting. So, I mean, Druids could just keep doing this. They could just keep pushing towers, and I assume just feel safe. Yeah, there's no point not to.
And Kayn also picked up the PK now.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to set up any lane at all that they're trying to split push. Like, they're baiting the pebbles down here, but really, should they even be doing that? Because if Kayn goes over there, and the rest of the Legion team is there as well, that's just a dead pebbles regardless.
In fact, or more so Midas is going down here. There is a TP coming in. Is it Kayn? No, it's Oogie. Transmute Midas. Is he going to chase? Trying to land anything, but no, doesn't have cooldowns anymore, so Pebbles actually will escape. Yeah, I thought that was Kayn porting him, and that would have for sure been a kill.
That would have been a kill 100%, but are they going to get them?
They're going to try to
They're
chase
looking
them down
for
over
it.
here.
Do you have a ward? Serenia, place it.
Jester, go.
Place the...
Yep, no.
Oh, but...
They don't see him, though.
Oh my god, go to the Ancients. Please.
Go to the Ancients. Yeah, they're waiting middle, but if they go to the Ancients, Warbeast is 100% dead. Turn around, there you go. Go this, no,
Okay.
Keep going this way. You're almost there. You're
Down,
almost there.
South, please.
You can do it.
And he's half
There you go. There you go. You found him, Kayn.
And he's half HP,
There's
but
the
here
thing with
comes
the Master's
Master
Call. Voodoo Jester, though. Acid Cocktail is going to stun him at least for a little bit. Mojo's up. There's the whatever it's called, Spirit Ward. Yeah, Spirit Ward, and gets the kill.
Oh,
so.
you got that? I don't even know what that's called. That's ridiculous.
I don't know. That is one of those I just call, like, his ulti, usually, but
yeah.
I wanted to throw out the real name.
Spirit.
Anyways, they do find Warbeast, they get him taken out, and again, the Demons of Master's Call, it is nice. It's a nice tool to have, but it's still they need a lot more happening for them right now. I mean, the post haste on Midas before Portal Key even, that seems a little greedy, but...
I mean, they're doing such a good job in this game, so they're probably just going for greedy items. I mean, what have we seen Zibbe doing this game? Pushing out lanes and farming.
Yeah.
Which is technically the same thing for him right now. And post haste is perfect to do that. I mean, you're not going to push out lanes better with a portal key, but with the post haste you are. Which, I think this strategy is working out perfectly for them, because if they do initiate on the other heroes, then Midas can just portal in, like post haste in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is actually a really smart decision. Like, he's not even bothering with the PK, he's going for a tablet to fight better.
Yeah.
So they're going to be gathered up as 4, pushing a tower, and then Midas is preventing the Team Reason, Reason Gaming from pushing, as well as him just farming a lane solo, and then Legion are gonna get a tower
Yeah.
because they can fight them right now. So this is a really smart strategy that they're doing right now.
Yeah, especially having an Ophelia teammate, I think that's what really helps in the end. The fact that you can post haste to her minions, ones that are obviously more than likely able to be around, because not always going to be a creep wave around, and those could die quickly too as you're TPing to them. So the Ophelia minion's a lot more reliable in that aspect, and coordinate that even. So makes sense there. They're going to go for Kongor.
Dark Lady.
Top lane. She's hiding, but again, she's not getting farm while she's doing this. So
yeah.
Still not too bad for the Legion side.
But here's Kayn with an invis. Is he gonna... No mana on Pebbles? No, he's... Oh, they know Dark Lady's there. They must know.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy.
He doesn't have enough damage alone, though.
Okay, yeah. I thought Midas was closer, but he's not. He's trying to get up here, but...
He doesn't want to make it too obvious. And... Oh! Is he gonna find him? No! Oh, that was so close.
Too bad, they say. But Kongor's gonna die, so... Oh, Hellhounds? Zane? Oh, he's done this before. Did he get the token? No. And I like Gogo got credit for the Kongor kill, so... Good attempt from Zane. Might as well.
Robusk a little bit too quick.
Yep.
With right-clicking.
Spamming it, yeah. Especially against the Warbeast Hell. Zane especially. You want to be making sure to pick that up ASAP. Yeah, never know.
Although... Zane is using his wolves to scout and just be a general nuisance, but he's not using them to farm, and you can really see that in his GPM. And this is another one of those situations. What do you do with, the resources you're given? So, he's got the Abyssal now, but he really needs to get his farm up to about 400 if he wants to start, trying to face Kayn or just anyone on the Legion side in the team fights. And I don't think he's going to get that without... Oh, never mind. Nope. Post haste on Kayn as well. My God.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Midas now having that. The map control is pretty ridiculous now from the Legion side. They don't have a bound eye, as you could argue that they should have, especially with how much they're going around controlling the map right now. But as far as that's concerned, Rhapsody does, though, with that said, so... Tankafet's done a pretty good job with that. And, yeah, I mean, you look at the warding situation right now, there actually isn't really a whole lot of aggressive wards currently from... In fact, there's nothing from Druid, so maybe to the benefit of the Bound Eye picked up by Rhapsody. A little bit of work right there, at least, trying to buy some room. Is Imbaboy... You have to go Rune Cleaver, right? Like, you can't not go Rune Cleaver?
Man. I don't like it at all that he's still going Rune Cleaver, because there is the idea that he can just go in Abyssal and then go for like a Dawnbringer. He doesn't farm as quickly, push out lanes as quickly, but he's at least able to fight. But right now, he can't go for the Abyssal either, because Warbeast has it, of course. And it's absolutely core on Warbeast. Although I would argue that it's also absolutely core on Dark Lady, so I already don't like this combination of heroes on the same team. But then there's also the fact that when is he going to get his Rune Axe, and is it really going to do anything? Is it already going to be too late? Because the Rune Axe doesn't necessarily help you fight any better. And look at them baiting the Voodoo Jester top lane.
Oh yeah, it's just Voodoo Jester pushing into your tower, guys. Don't mind him.
Pebbles did finally finish the PK.
Okay, I'll have that. That's good.
Yep.
I was going to say, so the Sustainer, what about a Null Stone on
I think it's too easily cancelled with the tablets from both Voodoo, Midas. And then there's also the fact Mojo can cancel it.
Well, it does make it, though, that Kayn can't just jump in and ulti you. He has to rely on his teammate.
Yeah.
So, there's that, but... Yeah, at the same time, it is easy. So if his teammates are on par, then...
I mean,
does
Kayn even want to ulti Dark Lady, to be honest? Because Dark Lady doesn't do too much at the moment. If he ultis a Pebbles, for example, Pebbles not being able to get off a combo is going to be the make or break in the team fights.
Yeah.
But even if he does get off a combo, if it's not perfect, then I think they're still going to lose because they're 11k gold behind.
Yeah. Yeah, if you jump Pebbles before he combos, or even the Warbeast, especially if he's in ulti form, catching him would probably be the ideal targets here for Kayn, but Well, they're going to push top lane. Double damage on Kayn, by the way, bottled up for him. They got a token on Oogie, of course, so about another minute remaining or so. Yeah, they're going to put some good pressure into the top tower. Obviously,
there we go.
Tough spot. There we go in the background. Rhapsody. He says, I'm tired of waiting around as Kayn, and jumps Rhapsody, gets the quick kill. Rhapsody does have buyback if he finds it necessary. Will do so right there, but Pebbles is going to... No, he was about to call. It's not enough, though. Too much intense damage. Warbeast, he ports in, but obviously the threat is real. Oh my god, Kayn is in his defensive might right here. Kraken is
listening.
The ultimate Kayn player.
Confirmed. He has not lost the
indeed.
game with it.
I love it. I mean, that's 5 armor that he's giving to his team right now. And again, a team that's not reliant on auto attack crits, so it just makes a lot of sense.
Yep. They for sure picked up on that, and I mean, it really is a big deal. It's pretty much a free demonic for your own team.
Yeah.
Except for the attack speed, of course. But
style, yeah. That's the melee racks, and you see the restraint from
There
Reason. In fact, there's another catch. Master of Arms. That should tell you something. The fact that it reset that quickly, and basically in the same fight. Kayn, he gets down. Not going to be fine for Melody. Will save some damage, but Oogie, he's just still running around. Just burning like crazy, but I think the end is near. Hat trick coming out for Zibbe. And I think the GG's. Another aggressive GG.
GGs.
He did that last game too. Oh, Zibbe. Kraken will fall in the background. But Oogie now chasing the Warbeast. No ulti form for him. Metamorphosis more so. Zibbe gets the quad kill. Down goes Warbeast. It's a genocide for Druids. And I think they are going to be taking what ultimately would be the 4th and final game. There we go. So a 3-1 victory in favor of Druids as they win the final game right here. And again, just another example of this Kayn hero. I really think he's going to be one that's going to start gaining more and more attention as DreamHack comes up here. And another just good reason for that, as we saw there.
Now Kayn is 50% win, so that's a nice amount.
Yeah.
No nerf needed. He only has 50% win, and I mean, look at his KD. It's so bad. 1 and 2. Like, what mid hero has that? No, he did a really good. He did a really good job with that, and of course, combining it with Serenia, who's actually 276 GPM that game, and of course, Ice and Gogo. They managed to get so many kills mid that. Yeah, it didn't even matter how much of a start Kraken had, even though he had a good start last sitting versus Zimbabwe. And yeah, ultimately it just came together, and yeah, GG, I'd say.
GG is a good way to put it there. No, but Druids definitely looking really good, and obviously this sets up pretty interesting because not only Druids, congratulations to them because again every series money on the line, so they're taking home $2,000 here as a result of this victory. Reason Gaming knocked out. They got the money they got with their other performances, but the road ends here for the Deadeye Bounty League. So you know. Sure, they finished 3rd place, but again, that's not how the prize pool works for this tournament. It's every single series, every single game, even in the group stages at that point, money was on the line. So as far as I'd be curious to actually add up how much that they made themselves. But we are down to 2 teams now. It's Druids versus Sync Esports in what is going to be the grand finals taking place tomorrow. Again, Sync will be up 1-0 in that best of 7 series. So. Of course, deservingly so, having that advantage there. But that is going to be a fun finish to see who will win what is then a $3,500 prize pool for the grand finals in that best of 7. So some good money on the line there once again. And it's going to be interesting, too, because Druids, they are coming off an 0-3 loss to Sync Esports in the first round. And that really reflected the series, too, because Sync dominated against them. They really just took total control from the beginning, and Druids really just seems like they couldn't compete. So I would hope and like to think that's not going to be the same case, but Sync, they are looking really good once again as of late. But you have any insight yourself moving forward into that series?
I mean, with the dominating victory of Sync over, Druids, I think we can expect a similar thing to happen. I hope not 4-0, of course, because that would not make for a very interesting series. But Reason just seems to be Sync's bane, in a way. But then at the same time, Reason loses games versus Team Who and Solar Club.
Yeah.
It's just, I think certain teams are just better versus other teams, and it's always going to be like this, just in terms of style of play.
Yeah. Again, some good money on the line here, though. What is going to be the grand finals tomorrow? Like I said, Sync will be up 1-0 in a best of 7. It's never happened before for Heroes of New Earth, at least. Never had a best of 7, so that's going to be a fun grind there. Potentially up to 6 games to be played. So quite a bit of games, possibly minimum 3, and that would be if Sync just goes in and wins 3-0.
Minimum 4.
Minimum, well, no, 3 because Sync's up 1-0.
Oh, yeah, true that.
Minimum 3, maximum 6. I wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe at least in the middle there somewhere. Maybe possibly 6. But, yeah, hey, if Sync wins 3 games in a row, I guess I wouldn't be ultimately too surprised. But I got to think that Druids is going to